Hello everyone, my name is Poonam Lade and today I am going to share a topic on Payment of Gratuity Act 1972 for the protection of employees and for the continuous working and for the goodwill of the employee. The establishment and the employer is decided to give a payment of gratuity to the employees. This is the act which has been conducted in 1972, amended in 1972 by our government. So today I will discuss this topic. Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. It is a gratuity is defined as a benefit, whichever is the benefit, means benefit is in cash, which is given by the employer to the employee for the continuous service of 5 years. Means any employee has been done a work for at least continuously in 5 years, then he is mandatory to get a gratuity from the employer or from the organization. This is the objectives of Gratuity of Payment Act. The employer pays gratuity to the employees. Employer means the owner and the employee is the laborers who are working under the establishment. So the gratuity is given on the appreciation for the contribution to the company, and it is a monetary provided benefit to the employees which are engaging in mines, factories, means for which are working in a hazardous work establishments, and as well as to the employees who are working in the companies, banking sectors, where the officially the gadget has been filed that the gratuity has been paying to the employees from the employer. The law recognizes the value of providing gratuities to employee as an asset of a security of a future. Now we will decide and how we will get the benefits. Who will is applicable to the gratuity? Applicability is for the Factories Act, that who are the workers who are working in mines, oil fields, plantation, ports and railways. Shop and Establishment Acts is also applicable for the Gratuity Act. Wherever there are 10, means is there any shop and there are any 10 employees is employed at least once at a period of the shop establishment, then the shop owner is applicable to give the uh, uh, gratuity to his employees. And if there is the deciding number decreased number in 10, then also it is applied to all the employees. 10 or more employees is given the benefit of gratuities, that is done by notified by the central government. This is the section 22. Under section 22 there are some definitions, who are the employees and who are the wages. As the employees are the persons who are working under establishment or any hazardous process as per the Factories Act or Shops and Establishment Act. The employees is the person who are continuously working for the establishment or the shop or the organization for at least 12 within the 12 months of the year who are working. And wages is the percent which is given for the allowance, that is dearness allowance also including, means basic payment is given to the employee is known as the wages. This is the Payment of Gratuity Act, how the Gratuity Act will be paid and when it is applicable. At what moment it can be given. At the time of retirement you can give the gratuity, at the time of voluntary retirement, that is early retirement, or at the time of transfer, termination, resignation, dismissal. Dismissal is depend upon the company when to give the uh, gratuity to the employee or not, because of his misconduct behavior or any forgery he has done in the organization. Death death uh, uh, death in the matter of death, it is not compulsory to complete the 5 years of employeship in the organization. At least if for example if employee is dead in at least 3 years of continuous service, then the gratuity will be paid to his dependents because he cannot fulfill his 5 years in this organization. So gratuity is given at the calculation of whatever the year he has completed and paid to his dependents. And disablement, at least if there is a hazardous work is there in the organization, and if there is any disablement has been done, has been occurred to the employee due to the accident in the organization, then also the gratuity is given to them. And this is some rules sections in which we have given the applicability, where the applicability of the organization, every factory, plantations, oil fields, railways, companies, shops, establishment, educational factors, wherever the employees are working, they can get a payment of they can get a gratuity under this action of act. And what are the calculation, what are the nominations, recovery of gratuity. Then if the forfeit of gratuity, then the termination is done, then the gratuity cannot be given to the employee. Maximum amount is 30,000 for the limit. The limit of gratuity is 30 lakhs. Exceeding 30 lakhs, we cannot get the we cannot give the employee a gratuity. Continuous service. What is meant by continuous service? Continuously means working for a 12 months without any holiday is not possible to do anyone to work for a continuous service. Means what? If there is any sickness, accident, leave, absence from duty without prior intimation, or otherwise full wages you are getting and leave, temporary disablement and you have taken the leave, then also your continuous service will be applied as per section uh, Payment of Gratuity Amendment Act in 2018. Maternity leave, 26 weeks of holidays is also considered as a continuous service even if the employee is on a leave for 26 weeks. Then also the employee will get a gratuity for his continuous service. Now it's for the 1 year. There are three types of establishment. One is for 1 year establishment, they are working continuously to means month to month, March to March or Jan to December, they are working for 1 year continuously of 12 months. That is 190 days. In mines there are some different category. There are 190 days in mines, 240 days in normal factories and companies, whereas there are 6 months of period also, in which 95 days of working days, that is 6 days in a week, and 120 days in a factories and companies if the establishment is for 6 months only working together. There are also seasonal establishment, like there are some factories like umbrellas, raincoats, and some Diwali festivals, so they are occurring for only 3 months or whatever. Then 75% of average numbers of the working day total has been taken as the consideration for the calculation of Gratuity Act. What is the calculation? As per the section 4, payment of gratuity is done on the annuation, superannuation means early retirement, resignation, or death, disablement, as we discussed uh, before. This is the normal calculation formula under section 4.2. Under section 4 subsection 2, gratuity is equals to monthly salary divided by 26 into 15 into whatever the number of years has been continued by the employers in the organization. This is for the 1 year period of employees. And for continuously, if there are salaried employees, then it is a 15 divided by 26 into number of years. If a seasonal employment is there, then the calculation will be changed for the 15, whereas the month has been deducted as 7 divided by 26, because the 7 days of wage period for each season of service is completed by the employee. And for the salaried employee, whichever is a seasonal establishment, then average of last 3 months means whatever the average, that is 75% of the continuous period of the employee is will be calculated to the gratuity application. Then in what terms deduction can be done in gratuity? As per deduction in section 4.6a, the gratuity will not be given for any if employee has done any destructions to the company or damage to the company, then the whatever the amount is to be paid is to be deducted from the gratuity, and then the rest of the amount will be paid to the employee or the dependent. And next is section 46B, in which the employee is payable the partially or wholly if the violence has been done by the on his part, or if any fortified or disobedient behavior has been done, then it is depend on the employee or the owner employer, how the gratuity should be given to the employee or not. This is the compulsory insurance which has been paid by the employer to the government on the behalf if there are any laws has prescribed to the company, that is, so the who will be the responsible to provide the rest of the employees the gratuity, and what is the main gratuity fund should be decided to the employees by the employer has been completed by the compulsory insurance section 4A. This is directly to the Corporation of Life Insurance India's Act 1956. I hope you have understand. Thank you.